already fucking hate this.
I love D&D. I've been playing it for a while.
We wanted this to feel as classic D&D as possible.
There are trolls and wizards.
They come across all of these different monsters and villains.
It wasn't the usual episode of Ted.
Greetings, adventurers.
Can we just kill this guy?
The D&D episode was actually something we talked about for season 1.
We need to find weed because we're fresh out.
We're up too.
Oh, fucking great.
The only guy that we know who might have it is running a D&D campaign, and that's his price.
And I think it was Seth who got excited by the idea of the entire family getting roped in.
Can your father and I play?
Yeah, it's not really your kind of thing.
John Bennett. I'm a wizard.
Fireball!
Susan is quite the badass in the game. She's the fighter. Boop, right on your nose.
Blaire is playing a thief.
Matty's a cleric.
What are you, an asshole?
You know, that Francis of Assisi, a lot of men can't sport that, but Scott Grimes really can.
You got any sunscreen for my fucking head?
Ted is playing the bard. He's got a tiny little lute.
I would like to sing a ballad for you.
The set pieces in the wardrobe this season for me have been really, really cool.
The whole thing takes place in a fantasy world where we see what they would look like in their minds in the Dungeon and Dragon world.
I love all the bullshit that I have on.
The team has been so helpful in researching era-appropriate props.
Well, you start to design it with preliminary sketches.
We immediately started working on a fantasy land, a layout for what the entire world was going to be.
Steven and I got into making animatics, showing the story beats, and say, this is what we were thinking as the art department.
So we started with the Enchanted Forest. This was a fantasy forest.
We're in stage 9 at Universal, and this is all a part of the set.
We built with a combination of real trees and manufactured trees. Whenever you do an exterior set, I would say this was the most difficult and the biggest challenge.
Parker?
Having enough physical scenery that when the actors interact, what's real is on the stage.
It was a pretty big team of forest makers.
We have a finite time with live foliage on stage. We literally took the trees out for a sunbreak.
I'll have a pint of mead.
The tavern I'm super excited for. It's just like a classic D&D setting.
The tavern is like the first set that you see with our characters.
Steven Tyler.
I just wanted to make sure that it was rustic enough, so we created it out of timber and out of stonework.
We had a small cave room. We had a wall that we basically blew out and made it a bigger room.
So we created the temple to fit inside the treasure room.
Stuntman's 6'8", then he's on stilts, then he has horns. So we're trying to figure out, is that all gonna fit?
Drown from hell.
Piles of treasure is surprisingly hard, so we ended up hot gluing like 100,000 coins into these mounds of foam to make like coin berms.
You're a fucking genius.
Working with Seth has been extremely eye-opening. Obviously, he is incredible at what he does.
Do you enjoy being a demon?
It's okay.
It's a 30-minute sitcom, and we do feature quality.
It's just wonderful, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Seth kind of has that, commitment to excellence.
I've been with Seth for quite a while. I'm used to these ambitious requests.
It was very magical.
I couldn't ask for a better job.
Well, there it goes. We're all dead.